It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to University Stadium, home of the Lobos of the University of New Mexico in Albuquerque. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the North Carolina Tar Heels, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the New Mexico Lobos. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Tar Heels will boot it away to start the game. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Lobos in the hurry up.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right? And having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
Finds a little space. There he goes. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. And the Lobos are flying down the field.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw on 1st down. The quick out, and he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. The Lobos can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Blasted as he lets it go. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Bringing it back. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, UNC! What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
How oftentimes can you say that there is a safety who is the most dangerous guy on the field with the ball in his hands? Did you see that guy and his ability in the open field once he picked it off? There was nobody on offense even coming close to getting that guy down. What an athlete.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Now New Mexico will go back to work on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Under fire. And the Heat gets there. And they get him 14-yard line.
And this is not the start this guy envisioned in this game. He's already thrown a pick six here in the first quarter, and now he takes a sack. You got to wonder if that pick six rattled him a little bit. And if he's out here now seeing ghosts, he's got to get to the sidelines. He's got to shake the cobwebs off. You got to be able to turn the page and have a short memory, because this thing is going in the wrong direction for their signal call.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Finds his big tight end. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. And the Lobos send out the punt unit, getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Two running backs alongside the quarterback. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. On the ground, it's Sharp. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
To the air, it's John. Throws to the wideout. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Yeah, and those corner routes are tough to throw for an offense. You try to force it, in between coverage a lot of times, and you could tell it was great defense. Nice job getting a hand in the air, getting it on the football, and making sure that receiver can't make a play on it.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Throwing on the run. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The Tar Heels will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Let's see what the Lobos offense has in store. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. They'll keep it on the ground. Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Making side adjustments here. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. Got his man. He's got 1st down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. The Lobos will hustle to the line.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he...
Oh, he's got some space. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32.
Everybody holds their breath when this guy has the ball. On defense now, you got to stop the bleeding, because you're allowing one of the best at his position in the sport of college.
Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Lobos! They setting up for the extra point and the tie.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Leaves it with the back. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Looking for a man. It's John. Makes the grab on the left. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding I get the ball to my slot guy. He can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man. Just he catches the football and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
Quick strike complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And you don't see that often where you're running a screen and you're featuring the running back and setting it up, but you go elsewhere. It's a nice job by the offense, nice job by the quarterback in particular, seeing the defense, saying I can make a play somewhere else, and he goes and does it.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll send the back in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Catch in the middle, it's quick. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. Little over anxious out of the stance early, and it's a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. On first down, here comes this offense. To the air, it's John. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, North Carolina! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Let's see what the Lobos offense has dialed up this time. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. And wings it incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Might be calling a hot route. To the air on 2nd down. Rushes on him. He unleashes a long one. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. So they're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Shoots it to the left. Pulls it in. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. And the Lobos want to move quickly.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback
grabs it inside the 15. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
Makes the grab. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
Plays are going to break down, but that never seems to affect this quarterback. He's so athletic and so fast. He's able to avoid the pass rush, get himself on the perimeter, and now he's just using his God-given ability and his arm talent to make big-time throws.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. And they did not let him get to that 1st down line. It'll bring up a call here. Ball is at the 3-yard line. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it in end zone, but they'll need to move forward here on 4th and short. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work. Turning it on! They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
Today's game in football, it's about getting your speedsters in space. Why? Because you let them do the rest. You get them the football quickly, let them break tackles. You see so many times them making plays after the catch. So hard to stop.
Makes the catch, and he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Simple pitch, simple catch, easy little drag route right over the field. It's a nice timing route. You can run it versus man, or you can run it versus zone and have a lot of success.
Leaves it with the running back. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
He'll sneak it and try to surge forward. And the Tar Heels are on the move. Now they'll run it to the right here. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's John. Grab near the sticks. It's quick. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
Everything seems to be working for this offense right now, and if they keep this up, this could get ugly by the 4th quarter.
The Tar Heels will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Tight end finds a soft spot. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play. And the Tar Heels in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the 1st. An array of possibilities here. To the ground to try to pick up the 1st. but he has enough to move the chains.
Man, that's what I love about this offense, man. They run the football and get first downs. They throw the football and get first downs. So much balance. That's why they're the #2 offense in all of college football getting first downs. They are so hard to defend.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Gates. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. He'll be out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 24.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
Back to throw, it's John. Fires to the tight end. Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. He's got it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Tar Heels.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. The give to the tailback. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Back has it. Oh, he's got a chance. Breaks into the open. They finally make the stop, but the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play.
The coaches told us in pregame that they love this back's mixture of speed and power. Listen, he's not the power back all the time, but he's moving so fast that it's hard to get him to the ground.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They've been running it, but now the pass. Zings it complete to the right. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Wants to go up top on first down. It's complete to the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. The Lobos will line it up on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Here's the pressure. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Quarterback moving. On the run, deep down the right side. Touchdown, New Mexico. The offense cashing it in on that drive.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
Coming out with it, it's Flowers. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. To the air, it's John. Throws to the tight end. Wide open downfield. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to throw on first down. He's got the tight end. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for one or two more plays. Using his legs, it's Gates. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Lobos will kick it off to start the second half. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
The Tar Heels have a lot of options on second and inches. Pulls it and fires to the left. At the 45 on his way. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Quickly complete. Bust through behind his pad. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal.
Man, this quarterback's been in a nice rhythm all drive, hasn't he? He's just playing on time. He's making good decisions. He's now got the offense at first and goal. I'd let him throw it down here. He has earned that right.
Looking to pass. It's John. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, UNC! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Man, this defense has their hands full. They're dealing with a quarterback that is pinpoint accurate, making good decisions, and they're dealing with a wide receiving group that has a lot of speed and some burners on the perimeter. They might want to think about playing some more zone coverage moving forward. That's now 3 passing TDs they've allowed.
And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Western Kentucky has put on a majestic performance today, jumping out to an early lead and building on it from there, and now we have ourselves a blowout. They're up 14 over Illinois. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. We will get another look at this New Mexico offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Can't make the connection. Sure there, calls to miss timing.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. He wants to change this route. Dropping back, it's Cherry. Bringing the heat. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
You spread me out, I'm going to speed you up. Nice job. They go empty. Nobody in the backfield to help the quarterback block. The linebacker comes right up the gut, gets to the quarterback, gets him on the ground.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He lets one fly deep. He's got it. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. The Lobos come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. And the Lobos can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Throws for the tight end. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers, and you saw it there on the incompletion.
And they can't make the connection on third down.
Well, on third and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on fourth down.
He might want another play. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Halted in the first down and more. Knocked down after a short game, but enough to move those chains. The Lobos will have it 1st and 10. They'll throw it from the red zone. Touchdown, Lobos! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. Lining up to add another. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target, then make the big play, get the touchdown.
The ball squirts through the end zone. A touchback, they'll bring it out to the 25. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Scanning the field, it's John. Fires to the big fella. There he goes. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And the Tar Heels with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Finds his big tight end. Brings him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a 1st down for this offense. The Tar Heels are marching down the field. Just keeps slinging it. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina! Made the grab in the end zone for the score. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a scoring toss from 27 yards out. And it'll come out to the 25. Attempt at a return. Now New Mexico will go back to work on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And that's a good 2nd down run. Commit to the running game, run the football, great gain, great job by the offensive line. Keep it rolling.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Handoff to the single running back. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
And the Lobos want to pick up the tempo.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays to the passing game.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Motion from the wide receiver. Might be changing the route. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. He's got it inside the 15. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. The Lobos come to the line with a new set of downs. Back to throw, it's Cherry. And it's incomplete. He was looking to the end zone and trying to get 6.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away, and that's one he'd like to have back.
Wants to fire on second down. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
Man, it's so hard to play defense nowadays. You got a strike zone where you can hit people. You get flagged for targeting. You get flagged for pass interference. That was beautiful. Great job in the end zone, making it a hard window to throw into, and when he caught it, making him feel you.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Three straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
Turning it on. Out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and this offense needed a play like that.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. They go to the ground. Turns it on in midfield. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37.
And how about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football. Great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he was able to pick his way for just a few yards, and that'll wrap up the third quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So the final period starts with a second down play. Looking to throw, it's John. He's got an open man. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
Run in the red zone. It's Gates. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Tar Heels! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Let's see what the Lobos offense has in store. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game. Makes the catch. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Going to take a shot at this DB. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, New Mexico! That had touchdown written all over it from the moment he caught the ball. Big play, big run for the school.
Yeah, they had touchdown written all over it because nobody was covering him. It would be a good idea to get a hand on him. You know, listen, I know these guys got some speed, and maybe you give him a cushion and give him some space, but that was a little aggressive on the space department there.
And he's not going to take the touchback. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Last time they had it, they were backed up in their own end, marched right down the field and scored, and now they'll try to do that once again.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. It's John. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team.
All right, sense of urgency now has to go through the roof for this team. They needed their defense to come up with that turnover right there. So if you're on offense, you got to get these plays called. You got to get aggressive, take some shots, because you can now go and win this game.
He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. Now on 2nd down. Back to pass. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Touchdown, Lobos! And they take it in for 6 more points. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Old Dominion has been blitzed from the opening kick, and as you can see, the score right now is a lot to a little. Let's see how this coach tries to explain this. They're trailing by 38 to East Carolina. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Dropping back, it's John. Unloads to the wideout. Complete in the middle. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the 4th quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
Starting this drive like that is exactly what they'd hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. He's got it on the right. Breaks the tackle. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in the game like this, right? You still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. He's going for it all. And the incomplete pass, taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
And he's not done, man. This QB is on a heater. He's already thrown 5 touchdown passes. And here we are late in the game, and he's still taking shots. When you're in a rhythm like that, you feel like any time the ball leaves your fingers, it's landing in your receiver's hands. And oftentimes for this guy today, it's been for touchdowns.
To throw, it's John. Dances away to buy time. Runs through a tackle. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Tar Heels with the 1st and 10. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the 1st down on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Keeps looking downfield. Fires to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And those are tough passes. When you start throwing those balls towards the sidelines, it's a longer throw for the quarterback to make. And I think that's when you see the majority of the misses for guys, the majority of the overthrows and a little bit of inaccuracy start to show itself.
They have the lead in a 1-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow. But this carries big-time risk. Makes a catch, 1st down, and maybe a lot more.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
A 1st down run in the red zone. Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown, UNC! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, meet, coffin. Great execution by this offense to put this game away.
They'll try to tack 1 more on their score. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. 1st snap of the drive from the 25. Quarterback making adjustments. Back to pass. It's Cherry. They're working that left side. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. Looking to throw on 1st down. Working that left side now.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Back to pass on 2nd down. A shot toward the end zone. This is caught for the late touchdown, so let's not put this one to bed just yet.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a 1-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Just over 30 seconds to play. They'll line up for the onside kick, and they've got to get it to have a shot. The hands team out there to avert disaster, and so they do. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of the committee with respect to the college football playoff. This win